Right now at noon, a state of emergency declared in Maryland after the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapses, where the search and rescue efforts stand. Plus, the U.S. Supreme Court weighing access to abortion medication, the arguments being made, and what's at stake. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at noon. We begin with an update to breaking news we first brought you on News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Breiter. Let's take a live look at the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland. This is where a cargo ship rammed into the bridge, causing it to collapse into the harbor. President Biden just a couple of minutes ago calling it a tragic incident. The NTSB is now on the scene investigating the collapse that sent construction workers and possibly vehicles into the water. So far, 2 people were rescued, but officials say at least 6 people are still unaccounted for. Ryan Hughes has the very latest.
Video shows the moment a cargo ship plowed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge. CBS News has confirmed the massive container ship lost propulsion before impact.
The entire bridge, the entire Key Bridge is in the harbor.
We know there were individuals on the bridge at the time of the collapse working on the bridge.
Now the Coast Guard and other agencies are racing to find possible survivors. In addition to workers on the bridge, video shows multiple vehicles on the span.
And our response teams are doing everything in our power to rescue and recover the victims of this collapse, literally as we speak.
The 974-foot cargo ship called the Dolly left Baltimore Harbor about 20 minutes before the crash. At one point, crew members on board notified state officials that the ship had lost propulsion and that hitting the bridge was possible.
But we're thankful that between the Mayday and the collapse that we had officials who were able to begin to stop the flow of traffic.
Video shows most of the lights on the ship going out just before the accident.
The steering system on a ship like this is hydraulically powered, and so when you lose electrical power, you're going to lose the hydraulics. Of course, the rudder is hydraulically powered.
Officials say the workers on the bridge were repairing potholes. A facility has been set up with mental health professionals for family members to deal with this tragedy. Ryan Hughes, CBS News, Baltimore County, Maryland.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge opened in 1977. It's more than 1.5 miles long and crosses Baltimore's outer harbor. More local news now at noon. The trial of DCI agent Mark Wagner continues this afternoon after the man he shot more than 2 years ago as part of a drug investigation took the stand to testify against him. Quadron Wilson was wanted on drug charges in February 2022 when Wagner opened fire on him during an arrest attempt. Wagner is charged with endangering the public when he began shooting at Wilson as part of an arrest operation. Yesterday, Wilson took the stand to give his side of the story, sharing what happened after he was shot.
He was just on top of me. He was just like, if you move, don't move, or I don't even want to repeat this.
Was that once the officers got inside the vehicle?
Yeah, he was like, he's hit, like it wasn't nothing or something like.
Wagner's trial is scheduled to last until the end of the week. Wet and windy before turning colder this afternoon. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio with a look at your certified most accurate forecast. And you still got the umbrella, Kelly.
Got the umbrella, got the puddles out here. Need the boots because, yeah, everything is just really sloppy out here at this noon hour, and it continues to rain. A lot of this is going to wind down over the next hour or so. Still can't rule out a few sprinkles later today, but you can see the bullseye of the rain is right over Madison, right over Dane County. It is starting to break up a little bit once you get south of Stoughton, then into Rock and also Greene County. But everything's kind of lifting to the north. Just some light rain right now. It's actually been decreasing in intensity over the last 15, 20 minutes. But this should be just about it. Once we get through this, a little bit of rain that's moving through Greene and also Rock County down in the south. Scattered showers, that'll be about it. And you can see that on our high-resolution radar. Most of the showers starting to dissipate. Maybe a sprinkle or a little bit of drizzle here and there, but the steadier rain's just about done with. But we are looking at falling temperatures going through the rest of today, and actually I can already feel it here at the noon hour. Temperatures are starting to drop, and we're going to start off really cool tomorrow morning. Should see a lot of sunshine, but temperatures only getting close to 40 tomorrow. You can see actually it's warmer up to the north. In Watoma it's 55. We're at 48 in Madison. The coldest of air is actually wrapping around the low pressure that's up to the north in the Chippewa Valley and reaching southern Wisconsin before it reaches central areas of the state. That's just due to the storm system right now centered over northwestern parts of Wisconsin. Rain showers diminishing, but so do the temperatures. They will continue to fall through the 40s into the upper 30s toward the dinner hour, and it's still going to be breezy throughout the afternoon hours. We've got some impressive rainfall totals, some much needed rain, and we'll have that for you coming up in the full forecast in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. More news at noon. The Supreme Court is hearing arguments today in an abortion case that could impact women across the country. The conservative leading court is considering whether the FDA overstepped when it made the so-called abortion pill mifepristone easier to get. The government argues mifepristone is safe, and the case is a blatant effort to further restrict abortion. If the court overrides FDA approval, it could impact the agency's authority to regulate other prescription drugs. Today, protesters on both sides of the abortion issue gathered outside the Supreme Court as justices heard those arguments.
Today represents a monumental moment where it will be decided just how far we are willing to go as a society to have abortion on demand at any cost.
The studies that FDA examined instead demonstrated that these changes, and it was an exhaustive examination, were safe.
The court is expected to make a decision by early July. The Supreme Court is likely to make the decision on mifepristone in June. Right now, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is part of a group of attorneys general urging the court to protect access to the medication. Kaul says, quote, "This case asks the Supreme Court to ignore science and the law and order to further reduce reproductive freedom. The court should reject this attack on access to medication for abortion." Well, this week, Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin will be campaigning across the state. The senator is making stops in Fort Atkinson on Wednesday. On Thursday, she'll be in Richland Center and in Viroqua. Then on Friday, Baldwin will make her final stops in Reedsburg and Wisconsin Dells. Right now, Senator Baldwin is in the middle of her campaign for re-election. Her opponent is Republican businessman Eric Hovde. In recent weeks, Hovde has campaigned as a Washington outsider, saying he can fix D.C.'s problems for Wisconsinites. Meanwhile, Baldwin has campaigned on her bipartisan track record. Primary voters will see the candidates' names on their respective parties' ballots in April. School referenda also on the ballot for at least 19 school districts in our area. That's when a district asks you for a rise in property taxes to cover certain costs. There are two different types of referenda you might see. The first is a capital referendum or debt service. Those funds go towards specific projects like construction. The other is an operating referendum. Districts request that when they need money just to stay open.
Because of that declining enrollment, the school funding formula takes student enrollment as a primary factor. So if your enrollment's going down, your revenue limit is going down as well. And similarly, low-income districts are more likely to pass operating referenda, and high-income districts are more likely to pass capital referenda.
If you see the word recurring near your referendum, that means the district wants that raise forever. If you see non-recurring, that raise will sunset. Districts are asking you to vote on that referenda on April 2nd. Well, still ahead for us on this Tuesday afternoon, Florida signs a social media ban for children, and the IRS giving taxpayers a heads up about unclaimed refunds.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Put a stop to drafts and lower your energy bills with new expertly installed EcoSky windows from Mad City Windows. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and also your trusted source for custom bathing solutions and kitchen cabinet refacing. Replace your windows now during our Spring Into Savings event. Get a house full of new windows for only $49.95. That's right, just $4,995 for a house full of new windows with 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 18 months. Senior and military discounts. Plus, receive a free $100 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. And call during this program for a bonus. Purchase 10 or more of our premium windows and receive free installation on a new patio door. From Madison and throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Yo, you think Dallas's Power 4 gonna drop 30 tomorrow?
Boy, you tripping.
Did you see his mom made a post about going to the game?
What? Hold up. His mama gonna be there?
He's been averaging like 34 points a game when she's there.
At least 40 when she be on that Jumbotron.
He don't like to let his mama down.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3-to-1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they square off with the Pelicans on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch Giannis and the Bucks fly into NOLA to zap Zion and the soaring Pelicans. It's Dame time in the Big Easy. Bucks, Pelicans on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Thursday, March 28th at 7 on Television Wisconsin.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill that would create one of the nation's most stringent social media bans for minors. The bill, which is expected to face legal challenges, would ban social media accounts for children 14 and under, and it would require parental permission for 14 to 15-year-olds. It's set to take effect in January of 2025. The IRS is giving taxpayers a heads up about more than $1 billion in unclaimed refunds. The IRS says about 940,000 people in the U.S. have until May 17th to submit tax returns for refunds from tax year 2020. The average median refund for that year is $932. The price of a single banana at Trader Joe's has held steady at 19 cents for more than 2 decades. But now the grocery chain is raising the cost to 23 cents apiece. Trader Joe's didn't cite the reason, while industry experts at the World Banana Forum this month said banana prices around the world were very likely to rise due to climate change. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
At the noon hour, here's the latest stock report. We're in the green so far on this Tuesday. Dow up 86 points, NASDAQ up 35 points, and the S&P 500 up 11. Right now, our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf this afternoon. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the rain and cooler temperatures in the first warn forecast. Then later today on Live at 4, Consumer Reports is looking into claims on some soft drink cans and bottles that say the soft drink has wellness benefits.
Not all replacement windows are the same. Take a look at new EcoSky windows exclusively from Mad City, with a higher energy rating than other windows on the market, featuring sky mirror technology, layers of low E, and built-in weather barriers to give your home an energy upgrade. Call now for an incredible offer you won't find anywhere else. It's our Spring into Savings event. Get a house full of new windows for only $49.95. That's all new windows expertly installed for only $4,995 with 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 18 months. And receive a free $100 Walmart gift card with in-home estimate. Plus a bonus call during this program. Purchase 10 or more of our premium windows and receive free installation on a patio door. From Madison and throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide, so there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi. And one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
I've been just trying to maintain being truthful on camera.
Gerard Carmichael opens up like never before. Plus a young woman's mission to improve mental health.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
News 3 Now brings you a preview of Wisconsin's spring elections, what you need to know before heading to the polls on April 2nd.
Plus analysis from both sides on the key issues today and moving forward to November.
Campaign 2024, Battleground Wisconsin.
Tonight at 6:30. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, we're getting excited about the premiere tomorrow of Top Chef. It's all happening in Wisconsin for season 21. Foodies from across the world are going to be focused in on all things Wisconsin. Now, I was talking with Rich Joseph, who is one of the members of the Wisconsin Hop Exchange. He also owns the Hop Garden down in Paola and Evansville. Hops are going to be one of the first things that you're going to notice as far as Wisconsin agriculture, Wisconsin farms, featured in the premiere edition tomorrow night. Now, to try to commemorate that and celebrate all of that, he's having a watch party at both his Paola and Evansville locations. Starting at 7:30, he's going to buy you a beer or a pop so that you can kind of watch the party with them and see what Wisconsin has to offer as far as the Top Chef Season 21 premiere tomorrow on the Bravo Network. Like we've been telling you from time to time, there's going to be a lot of different Wisconsin commodities that are going to be featured in different shows. Rich said he was told that the hops are going to be an ingredient component for some of the recipes, so it's going to be fun to watch. Door County cherries, Wisconsin cranberries, of course, Wisconsin dairy, all those kinds of components we know are going to be incorporated. We just have to wait and see when the excitement shows up. But Rich said he'd like to have a lot of people show up, both his Paola location and Evansville, for the watch party. Wisconsin has become the 9th state now to join what's called Farm Rescue. It's a group out of North Dakota that basically steps in when there's an accident or there's a tragedy and a farm needs some help. Sometimes it's trying to get the harvest in. Sometimes it's getting the planting done. Maybe it's feeding animals. What it is, it's all about volunteers. They've got actually a volunteer base of somewhere in the neighborhood of 650 people every year annually. They're usually turning to between 200 and 225 volunteers to help, and they serve anywhere from 80 to 120 families with their services. Farm Rescue out of North Dakota, now Wisconsin, is the 9th state to join them. Kind of a great group. I've been watching for a while. Glad we're a part of it. Barrel cheese today up 3/4 of a cent at 143 3/4. 40-pound block cheese down 1/4 at 142 1/2. Double A butter today down 3 1/4 cents at 283 a pound. So there you go, Joshy. And the other thing is we have gotten answers on the mysterious disease in dairy cattle down in Texas. Looks like they got highly pathed avian influenza, but unlike birds, cows react kind of like you and me to flu. A couple bad days, but they rally back, and the milk supply should be rolling forward, all things taken into account.
Oh, that's good news. Yeah, that flu can be nasty for us, so we are happy to hear that that's, you just get it done with.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Pam. Well, you stay dry. It's been nice having the rain, but it's kind of tired of all the wetness out there.
Yeah, me too. But tomorrow I'm up at Oshkosh WPS Farm Show, so you handle things for me, okay, John?
I got you, Pam. All right, have a great afternoon.
See you later.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio on another dreary day out there, Kelly.
Yeah, you know, we did need the moisture out there. Now we've got it. Now I think we're kind of done with it, right? But we are looking at the rain to be tapering off probably within the next hour or so. Of course, it's going to remain muddy and also fairly breezy and really impressive totals. You see that darker purple. That's indicating over 2 inches near Janesville and parts of Rock County, parts of Jefferson County off to the east of Madison. Talking about about nearly 2 inches of rain. Here in the Madison area, pretty solid area of 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Then as you get closer to the Wisconsin River Valley, you get closer to the Iowa County line, the amounts do taper off. Less than 1/4 of an inch for some out there in Grant County. Most of it continues to train over the same areas that got all the rain last night. Right now, right over Madison, it is breaking up down to the south. So I imagine over the next hour or so, a lot of this will be just about done with. But we are calling for falling temperatures a little bit later on. But solid area of rain up there in DeForest, headed through Beaver Dam. It breaks up as you get south of Madison toward Fitchburg, Evansville, New Glarus area as well. Now it's cold enough. They're seeing that snow flying, and it's basically behind the cold front that will be arriving, really dropping our temperatures throughout the day. Now, as far as snow around here, we may see a few snowflakes mixed in, but that should be about it. We're not expecting any accumulation later today. All right, diminishing rain chances throughout the afternoon hours. We will see these temperatures falling throughout the afternoon as well. Highs near 40 tomorrow, starting out in the 20s tomorrow morning. As this storm system will wrap up, that'll allow that colder air to wrap in behind the storm system going through the afternoon. Those rain chances will go down pretty quickly after about 2 o'clock, maybe a spotty shower here and there. And robins are happy about this rain. They haven't really had a whole lot of worms out there. They've been raiding the bird feeders when we had the snow, like Kathy pictured here. Thankfully, though, saw plenty of worms and night crawlers out there this morning, and they should be feasting today. All right, wind speeds out of the southwest up there around 10 to 20 miles per hour. They'll continue to switch around more toward a westerly direction. And you notice some of that blue showing up in southern Wisconsin. That may indicate a snow flurry or snow shower briefly, mainly northwest of Madison. That quickly rotates on out of here. Then we're just looking at cloudy skies overnight and rather chilly conditions later tonight. Now, as far as snow, they're still expecting maybe a couple more inches of snow from Duluth up toward Duluth Superior, while we'll see just a few flakes of snow wrapped in, as most of the rain that we have now should be out of here after 2 o'clock. But you do see some of those snow showers moving into parts of Richland County, Sauk County as well. May clip into Columbia and northern parts of Dane County, but that should be about it. But noticing these temperatures do fall off throughout the upper 30s later this afternoon into the lower 30s, and by tomorrow morning waking up to low to mid 20s most areas. So it will be quite a bit colder waking up tomorrow morning. It's 47 in Madison. It's 51 in the Dells. So as you notice, it is a little bit warmer in central areas of the state, while that colder air is wrapping around that storm system into parts of Grant County, even into Greene County, Lafayette County. Temperatures in the lower 40s. We're at 47 in Madison. You go up to the north, it's 49 in Sun Prairie, and also Waunakee, 48 right now down in Oregon, and also Stoughton. All right, our first warm forecast still wet for the next hour or so, but that should be tapering off as we go through the rest of the afternoon. But the temperatures are going to fall. We were at 52 last hour. Now we're down in the upper 40s. So temperatures are already starting to fall behind the storm system. May see a snowflake mixed in, but more importantly, we got some cold nights ahead. Lower 20s for tomorrow morning and also Thursday morning, but then we rebound back in the 50s for highs on Friday into Saturday. Another system brings us some rain showers Friday night going into mainly Saturday morning.
I've noticed things really greening up over the last day, Kelly. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. If we just get some sunshine and warm temperatures, it would just be beautiful. Everything would be in bloom, I'm sure. May have to wait for some real warm temperatures, but 50s by Friday.
All right, Kelly. Thank you. Well, coming up next, Howard's working on something to complement the basketball tournament in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Lace up your sneakers and get ready for a dish that'll earn you extra points. It's March Madness, and we've got a guaranteed slam dunk.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
EcoSky windows from Mad City are designed and engineered to provide superior protection and security. Plus, with our price lock guarantee, receive a free design consultation and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Ask about the tax credit for new Energy Star rated windows. And remember, during our Spring Into Savings event, get a house full of new windows for only $49.95. These are the biggest savings of the year. All new windows plus installation for just $4,995 with 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 18 months. Senior and military discounts. Plus, receive a free $100 Walmart gift card with estimate. And last chance to call during this program for a bonus. Purchase 10 or more of our premium windows and receive free installation on a patio door. From Madison and throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Two iconic rock bands, one night of history. The Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Live on Cloud 9 Tour. Saturday, May 25th, Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. All the hits. All the history. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. For the first time ever, the Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship, together.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Before USA Insulation, one room was colder than the other. It was harder to keep the temperature at a good level. At that point, we realized that we needed to check into the walls and see what was going on. It's an older house. After USA Insulation came in and put the foam in, we noticed almost immediately the following month was about a $40 decrease in our bill. The following month after that, it was around $50, $55. So we started seeing results almost immediately after they put the insulation in.
USA Insulation. Right now, we're in the middle of March Madness. So whether you're a diehard college basketball fan or you simply love nibbling on something really good, we've got just the thing for you. They're sweet and sour meatballs. And to make them, all we do is combine some ground beef, an egg, a splash of water, a good amount of breadcrumbs, and a few seasonings. We give this a good mix and roll it into cocktail-sized meatballs. Once that's done, we mix together some cocktail sauce, grape jelly, that's the sweet part, and for the sour part, we add some fresh lemon juice. The meatballs will go into the sauce, and after they cook low and slow, they're done. And whether you serve these as an appetizer during the playoffs or over noodles as a hearty main dish, you can't go wrong. The recipe for what we call sweet and sour meatballs is online now, so you can keep your taste buds and your gang excited throughout the games. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a tongue-tingling way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly with a final look at your first horn forecast.
Been a wet morning across southern Wisconsin. About another hour or so, I think most of this rain should start to dissipate. And then we're just talking about some colder temperatures. But right now, the rain, the heavier rain now moving north of Madison up into Columbia County, Beaver Dam, seeing some of that heavier rain in Dodge County as well. Still some showers spreading out of Illinois across the border into Greene and Rock County. So some of these showers yet for the early afternoon hours. Then you notice these temperatures cooling off. They'll fall through the 40s and even into the upper 30s. Can't rule out a few snowflakes mixed in, especially areas to the northwest. Waking up tomorrow morning quite a bit cooler. We'll be in the low to mid 20s, but we should see some dry weather and actually get into some sunshine tomorrow. So temperatures in the lower 20s tomorrow morning, 40 for the afternoon high, even with the sunshine. More sunshine expected on Thursday as we get up to 48. Milder on Friday. That's out ahead of another storm system that'll bring us some rain showers. It looks like Friday night lingering into Saturday. Right now, Easter Sunday looks to be dry. Seasonable temperatures upper 40s. Another system will bring us a chance of some rain. It looks like early next week. Temperatures cooling off a little bit below average early next week in the mid 40s. Waiting for some of that warm sunshine again over the next 10 days or so.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Before we go at noon, we want to thank our special guests in studio today. That's Charlotte and Ella on the couch, along with Pete and Matt off camera. Thanks for joining us.